Hi everyone, welcome. I wanted to touch base with you guys because, I want to make sure I'm talking to you a little bit more regularly given the current situation that's going on around the world. And I wanted, besides to say hi, to check in, see how you're doing, leave me comments, let me know what's going on. If you just need to talk, definitely reach out to me via my website where you can send me an email or leave a comment, and I think the website sends me an email, and then we can just go back and forth with each other and just check in and see how you're doing. I'm in New York right now. Things are very quarantined is the word I'm looking for, I guess. But we haven't had strict policies where we can't go outside, but it is encouraged to stay inside. But we have lives, we have things to do. So hopefully we continue to get like food into the city, clean water, electricity, and things like that. And I think if we continue to have those things, there is not going to be civil unrest. We just have to support each other and care about each other enough to know that hoarding and keeping things are not exceptional at this. It's not exceptional is not the word I'm looking for, but it's not the best policy for everyone that's involved. This is the time for us to go and introspect and really figure out things that may be causing us fear, understanding them on a soul level, to have those soul conversations with yourself so you are aware of what's going on, so you are understanding that things happen in life, and how do you handle those hurdles, how do you handle that fear and overcome it and still be of service to others as well as to yourself by being the best and the most loving kind of human being that you can in a time of trouble. And so this is that time where we really have to kind of figure those things out together and separately. When we work together, things usually happen in a more productive way when we all have each other's best intentions in the decisions that we're making, because we're used to a society where the best of intentions have only been for a small percentage of the population, and the bigger side of the population gets the shitty end of the stick, excuse my French, or the not so great end of the stick sometimes. And now I think the world is trying to reset itself into a way where we're all trying to understand when things happen, how do we help each other on a collective level as well as individually grow so we can be better human beings to each other. I think I'm repeating myself. Anyway, since I wanted to touch base with you, I also wanted to pull some cards, just to, not to kind of like predict or anything, just pull some cards for fun, right? And talk about what those energies are that may be around you, or that you may need to kind of look at while you're in quarantine, or while you're having a little bit more of extra time. And before I get to the cards, I was talking to my siblings, and we're on a group text, and I sent them a message. I'm like, can you tell me something positive about what's happening? And I got nothing really, and it was sad. Like, one of my sisters was like, I can't think of anything, and I was like, so sad. That's so sad that you can't think of anything that's positive. And I sent them like 11 things right off the bat that I thought was really positive. And sometimes when you're in this state and you want to go down the darker side of things, maybe be the light by finding some of those negative things. Like, I'm going to read a quote that I posted on Instagram today, which I thought Dostoyevsky said, and it's sorry, I'm just gonna go and see it quickly. Dostoyevsky. It says, the darker the night, the darker the night, the brighter the stars. So sometimes when we are in a space of darkness, the stars shine brighter, which are the people that are going to help, which are the people that want to help, it can be you if you decide to take on that responsibility of helping yourself and others through this journey, which I think I'm doing when I post videos or when I talk to people, and just trying to find positive aspects to this, and as well as acknowledge the negative things that are happening. This is going to have like a big fall in the economy. For some people, it's going to be worse and it's going to be okay for others, and some people won't even feel it at all. But there are people who are going to feel it tremendously. But at the same time, the earth is getting a break from so many things that we do on a regular basis. Maybe, you know, the planet gets less trash for the next couple of months. Maybe we eat less food. Maybe, you know, the family connection that we haven't been making because we're busy working, you know, now we were able to sit down at dinner with the kids. We're able to make home cooked meals, more nutritious meals to help feed the children, to help feed the family in a different kind of way. And we, as I mentioned before, we start to introspect and get to know ourselves better and get to know the individuals that we share space with, our neighbors, our friends, to a certain extent that is not impeding your health in any kind of way. All right, so let me just pull these cards. One of them fell. So I'm using Path to Soul. It's by Cheryl Lee Harness. She has a channel on YouTube, and if you want to check her out, go ahead and do that. So let's pull a card and see what's going on. And what does the collective need to know at this time? And I'm sorry if when I'm filming, I'm not looking at the video because I'm not used to it. So just bear with me, okay? So we have these 3 cards that popped out, and I'm going to show them to you. Right, and I'm just going to read them because so we have this one here, number 23, right? You have number 14. I hope you can see it because I'm not sure what the lighting situation is going to be. And then you have number 25. So when I look at all these cards together, right, I get a sense that the story is about things coming together, things that seem kind of like opposites coming together and creating a sort of a story that helps you to evolve, that helps you to grow, that helps you to, I want to say the word I'm looking for is experience a different level of consciousness, is some kind of enlightenment is the word I'm looking for, but that word is used so nonchalantly that I don't technically want to use that word, but I can't think of another word right now. And it's about like seeing beyond what you've been told. It's about seeing both sides of the story, and so you're able to get a clear picture, because this image reminds me of an ocular, like an eye, if you can see it, and then through the eye you can see that there's 2 different sides to the eye of what is being said. And this is a time for you to be able to ground yourself by going further than what you're seeing and bringing those stories in. And here I see like a youthful kind of baby energy. So we're being birthed into something new. We're being introduced to kind of a new environment, a new state of consciousness possibly. And it's going to cause a ripple effect around the world. And as you can see, like, we're all experiencing some change around the world, where it's changing the way that we see the world, where, you know, it's changing our perception of, you know, our security, our level of security. What we thought was something we could be secure in, it's changing. And so, you know, it's like when a baby comes into the world, it's used to one environment, which is the environment of its mom, the womb, and then it has to come into the physical reality, and it has to adapt to a new environment. So it's new, it's fresh, and it has to see things differently, whereas before it probably couldn't see anything. All it could just hear the vibrations of what was going on outside of it, and it wasn't sure. But now it's in the physical reality, and it has to see things, it has to see all aspects of everything, and get away from a sense of duality. And when you get away from that sense of duality of, oh, this is it, I'm right, you're wrong, and you start to understand that the story fits somewhere in the middle that you need to know, that helps you to raise your vibration, that helps you to come into a new state of consciousness, that enlightens you in a way that is supportive, in a way that brings you growth so you can see beyond the illusions in the world, right? So that being said, I'm going to look in the book, right? Because let's see what the author has to say about these images and what it means, you know, what the author got from it. So number 23, which is this card here. So number 23 says magical. Embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. This is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and belief and belief that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch as life transforms from ordinary into mystical adventure of the unexpected. So really beautiful message. Number 14, which is this image that I described as an ocular, like eye kind of vision. Number 14. Number 14 is footprints. You have beautiful intentions of doing well in the world and having a lasting and positive effect on the planet. This was a part of the divine plan you created for yourself before you came here. Those inner aspirations you feel and daydreams associated with them are the whisperings of your soul, calling you to your purpose. This is all part of your journey. The time has come to take the steps necessary to set this dream into motion. So the author calls this footprints. And, you know, I talked about you being able to see things from a different perspective, you being able to understand that there is a movement away from duality, away from this or that, right and wrong, but that the story lies somewhere in between. And according to this imagery and the author, you've created that story for yourself where you're able to figure out why exactly did you come here at this time? Why is this experience happening to you right now? Because you set that in motion. And, you know, sometimes it's like, why would I come here? This is when it's about knowing yourself and taking that time to have that inner introspection, where you have those conversations with your soul, where you gain that inner gnosis. And sometimes a tarot reader, a psychic, and an intuitive can help you connect with those energies. But at the end of the day, you have to find your own gnosis. So number 25 is nature. It is time to return to nature and reconnect. Enjoy the scent of flowers, walking quietly by the ocean. Hug a tree and get rooted in the core of Mother Earth. It is time for a look within. Nature will bring you back on track. Watch, listen, breathe, and connect fully and naturally. Through our heart, we are connected to all things, including our higher self. Quiet your mind, place your hand on your heart and connect. It is here that you will find your truth. It is here that you will get enlightenment. So this energy, or the author talks about you connecting with your nature, you connecting with your higher self. And nature is a higher vibration than we are. Just think about it. Nature creates like this. Nature understands how to move with the flow, how to, connect everything together. And we are stuck in like the physical, where we have to have, what's the word I'm looking for? Where we have to have, evidence of, yes, this is right, yes, this is not right, and we get into all of this, but it's a balance of the scientific, it's a balance of the spiritual coming together to create something beautiful, so you can connect with nature on a different level and just stop seeing it for what it is, but look at a plant and see its vibration, look at a tree and see that it is talking to you, and that it has a conversation with you, and it has a story to tell you, and you connect with that, and you see that higher understanding of your own experience here on earth. All right, I hope this energy was helpful to you. I will talk to you again. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.